Welcome to Monty and Bex, UK van life.
Previously on Monty and Bex.
This is a 55 plate Astra van, 1700 DTI, diesel turbo injection. I got it on eBay, I was the winning bid, and I always had the intention of turning it into a little stealth camper. So I've had to make some modifications when I got Monty. Although the alloy wheels are the same, the tyres on them had a lot lower profile and they were set on lower springs. Anyway, we're going to strip off the panels on the back and get some insulation in. This is 200mm thick. Comes in sections of 4, which is going to make it easier for me to fit. I'm going to start at the bottom, working my way up. Don't forget to throw your material in there, whatever you're using. This is fiberglass, a little bubble wrap as well. So I'm going to use these self-tapping screws to secure the ply line onto the actual van itself, and power drill just to keep the ply in place. And this here is a section of carpet, again, I've had given to me from a guy who sells carpets. It's an old offcut, he let me have quite a bit of this, so it's another freebie. And I want to cut out a section now, roughly big enough to fit in here, and then I'm going to cut and shape it a little later. Before I fit the carpet, it's ready for a bit of silicone or builder's cork. This here is the sealant, it's bathroom sealant, it's silicone. Okay, that's taped on for now, because I haven't got a spare pair of hands to help me. And then I'm going to use spray carpet adhesive straight on. I'm going to put some on the side, on the underside, and then some on the actual wood itself. Just put the carpet in and tucked it behind the rubbers. Still a bit of work to go at the top, at the front, and some neatening up, and where the wheel arch is I still have a section here waiting to go on there, but I'm losing the light, so I'm going to carry on and we'll come back in a minute or so, or tomorrow for me, and we should have got a lot further. So this is a section of the wheel arch, the last bit to carpet on this side. With this section of carpet, I'm going to make a fold in the top so it fits in something like that, and then I'll just tack it in place. But first, with that fold, I'll still need to glue it down, and then just hammer and tacks to get that fold, cover up this edge here. And that's the wheel arch box all done. Just needs a little bit of tidying up on the edge, a little trim. It's been tacked into place with little carpet tacks all glued in. Now it's not the neatest job because I've never done this before, but to be honest with you, I don't mind that at all. I think it looks alright. That's one side. This is the side behind the passenger seat, which will be my bed. So I'm going to have a bed in here, a bunk, which will fold up against the wall, and it'll have to have a little extension on the foot end because the van is not quite long enough. So this bulkhead, it's going to have to come out. Okay, so I need to take the bulkhead out. I've undone all the bolts, but it needs to be grinded out. So it's just two little sections and a grinder, and the bulkhead should be out. After that, progress should be pretty quick in the back of that. It's only that one bulkhead that's stopping me from carrying on any further. And that's the bulkhead removed. And I had to take out the ply line that we did to get the bulkhead out. So all that has to be refitted. Well, that's the old ply line back in place. Just use the old battery drill. Not many screws. It's very secure. Wheel arch box is back on. Just needs carpeting to match up the other side, and we're really getting somewhere now that bulkhead's gone. All told, I'm reasonably happy with it, but I still have the other side to do yet, so I can hopefully learn from any mistakes I've made on this side. But this is the side where the sleep deck is going to go, and it will come out at least half the width of the van here, and the sink hob and stove will come to say here, and it's going to be a close fit to get the bunk in. But I do want to design it so it folds up on a hinge and folds up against this wall, and then that will offer me a galley to use for storage. Now I have considered just throwing cushions here rather than make a sleep deck, so it's going to be optional now. So whether I stick with the original idea of laying cushions down or making the sleep deck, but I think I'll do both, then I'll consider which I like.
Next time on Monty and Bex.
This is looking more like home. I bought a whistling kettle, 1 litre, some bits and pieces just to make it feel a little more at home. On the front of the cab here, this black thing here is actually my old sleeping bag liner on a bungee cord, and I can bring back the privacy curtain for the front, totally blacked out. I can peep over the top, but I've got enough there to give the privacy I want from the front and the back now. I'll show you some extras that I've acquired along the way.